Welcome, welcome, welcome. Motivation 23. You know that, though. That's why you came here. Right on. Good to have you here. Um, I got a video here with a couple black women here. They're just kind of talking about what's going on in the country today. Just one of them's kind of animated. She's kind of cool, though. You got to hear her. She tells it straight out like it is, though. She don't hold anything back, man. She's gonna tell you the way it is, and they're not digging a bunch of stuff that's going on, and they've always had their, the last 50 years or whatever, they've always voted Democrat, vote blue no matter who, that type of thing, and they're tired of it. I'm not saying one way or the other. I'm not even saying that to anybody watching this. I'm just telling you what they're talking about now. So, um, since you're here, right, like, subscribe, hit the bell, man, so you know when I do this again, and comment down below on this one because this may be a hot subject and a hot topic for people that want to talk about. So talk about it, man. Let me know. Get down in the comments. Come on, me, talk to me. Where are you? I know you're there. I'm looking at you. I can see you right there. I can see you right there, man. Right there. Can't sit there and not say anything. That's not good. Way anyway, check it out. Listen to what they have to say.
Good morning. Good morning. I'm sure everybody knows about a movie, Scarface, right? It's a classic, Al Pacino, right? Everybody knows about that movie. And we focus on the famous lines in that movie. The acting and the hello to my little friend and all that. But it's the beginning of that movie that matters. When those words are coming up on that screen, that's what matters. And those words say, in May 1980, Fidel Castro opened the harbor at Muriel, Cuba, with the apparent intention of letting some of his people join their relatives in the United States. Within 72 hours, 3,000 U.S. boats were headed for Cuba. It soon became evident that Castro was forcing the boat owners to carry back with them not only their relatives, but the dregs of his jails. Of that 125,000 refugees that landed in Florida, an estimated 25,000 had criminal records.
Oh, yeah.
That's what's up. That's what has happened in the United States right now. All this asylum-seeking lie, all this about refugees, no. What's happening is they're emptying out the dregs of their jails into the United States, into our communities. They're junking up our country. And yeah, we feel some kind of way about it because it's our country.
That's right.
It's our country. People like Vasquez and them, look how disrespectful they are. Now you just gave that man a resolution for his father's restaurant. And every time we get up and talk, he's working this room. Look at him. Look at him. But he wants his resolution for his father to be respected. Vasquez, Lopez, all them want their people to be respected, but they can't even give us the dignity for what we built, but them. Ain't no question about it. Yeah, Black History Month, the American descendants of slavery. And I want you to know, Brandon Johnson, I understand what Blakmore's saying about we still on the plantation, but what you're looking at right now, this is what a free Negro look like. And I'm telling you, we're going to get our city back, we're going to stand for our people, we're going to get them out of our communities, because they don't deserve to be there. Anytime they can't give us 3 lousy minutes of their attention while we sit here and watch y'all give them all kind of money, you watch us. We black out here.
All right.
And we gonna handle our
black
business.
woman.
You watch that.
Free black
I'm a
lady.
free black woman.
All
This
right.
how we get down.
All right, so I've had some pretty animated people. I put some wild people on some of these videos here, man, but she's cool as hell. You got to give it to her. That chick's awesome, man. I like her. Man, I wish I could figure her name is Josephine Jenkins or something like that. I don't want to say too much. I'm pretty sure something like that. I'll find out though. But obviously she's from Chicago, and they're just not happy with what's going on over there. And they've just been getting dicked around. They just have been getting dicked around. It's clear. It's very clear. And they're tired of it. So they're going to make a change. They're going to get loud enough. Democrats are going to wish they didn't hit that beehive. I'll tell you that much. So, but anyway, why don't you check out this other woman here? This other woman coming up. She's a little more subdued. She's a little more down there, down in her seat, and but she's just as powerful with what she's trying to say here. They're tired of it, and they want you to know it. Now I'm here to bring it to you. Check this one out.
We're so angry here in Chicago, which has been a Democratic stronghold for most of its eternity. This year, we're working to turn Chicago red. We are so angry with Pritzker and with President Biden and with our mayor that we have decided that we're going to vote Republican this time around. Wow. That's just how angry we are. We are so angry that we are willing and going to turn our backs on the Democratic Party. I sat in some of those city council meetings and I looked at and I watched the aldermen totally disregard the voices of the people. And when I was going down there, we were coming down every week in the hundreds. And what we said did not matter. And when we were talking about changing Chicago's status as a sanctuary city, and keep in mind, we still have a right to do that. Just like Biden has the right to put forth an executive order to change the crisis at the border, Chicago's mayor has the right to put forth an executive order to change Chicago's sanctuary city.
Will he do it?
Of course he will not do it. If he was going to do it, it would have been done. And remember, there was a vote within City Council where the ordinance to change it was strucken down. And the mayor was the deciding vote.
Okay. So I want to play just a little bit. It's actually a clip from your Democratic mayor, Brandon Johnson, just after that City Council meeting yesterday that got pretty chippy. And at the end of the day, he is the one you are counting on in all of this, as you just said. It's his vote. It's his, in those meetings, it's his voice. It's his leadership that matters. Let's watch.
We're grateful that the state and the county is working towards providing more investments, even though we have to have a more substantive conversation about where those dollars will actually go.
So I just have one question. Chicago had a choice after Lori Lightfoot, who was breaking COVID protocols to go get her hair done and all sorts of things. They didn't have to go farther left with Brandon Johnson. Why did you vote for him?
I voted for Brandon Johnson because I knew him. I voted for Brandon Johnson because I thought that he would be good for Chicago. I voted for Brandon Johnson because really I didn't do my homework. Because had I done my homework and paid attention to the alliances and who he was with and who groomed him, I would have known better, and I would have voted differently. And that brings me to the challenge of really standing up and not just saying to Chicagoans or Illinoisans, but to all voters in this country, it is time for us to stand up and to vote our self-interest. We vote along party lines, especially as African Americans, and that needs to change. We need to start voting for people who are going to promote our self-interest. And that may not be a Democrat, and it may not be a Republican. It may be an independent candidate. It may be a Green Party candidate. But I think that now we have come to a point in this country where we have to stop marrying ourselves to party, stop voting along ethnic lines, because we're seeing that that is not working for us. And so that is why I will be voting Republican for the first time.
Wow, that is a lot. That's a lot of change. And it only took 3 years with one president to undo what you said, a lifetime of Democratic voting in Chicago, at least for you. Does it make a difference if Republicans come to see you this election cycle and talk about this issue on the ground in Chicago?
I think the Republicans need to come and see us. I think they need to come and talk to us because let me just say this, that the Republican Party has not been spotless, and there are certainly some issues that we would love to discuss with them that I think that we can have some common ground on.
Okay.
I think that we can agree to be disagreeable on some issues, but yes, this is the perfect time for the Republican Party to come into the city of Chicago, the state of Illinois, and sit down and talk to the people because we are looking for change.
Okay, I want you to see this lady now. She's going to say some things that uh, a lot of people want to say, and a lot of people are going to be upset at her saying it. But you know what? If you start thinking about what's being said, about what these people are coming up with, not just these people here on video here. I'm talking people in general. They're waking up. You know, there's a. I'm gonna say it like this: if the Democrats did their thing and it just floated with it and just did this like on an even plane, nobody would have paid attention to it. It was just been doing the same thing they have been doing for 50 years. But they try to do this, and everybody's like, "What? Shut down, motherfucker! Shut down!" Okay, and now they're starting to figure it out. It's been like that all the way back, and this lady here has a lot to say about somebody that you're not going to like hearing her saying about, but I'll guarantee you, she's not wrong. Check this one out. Yeah.
Barack Obama was a plant.
Yes. And now they want to put Michelle.
Barack Obama was a plant. He did nothing for the black community.
Nobody even knows who he is.
Did he ever come back to Chicago with as much crime to talk to young black men?
No.
He doesn't give a damn.
He doesn't. He doesn't.
Barack Obama is a curse on this nation. So is Joe Biden. We provide the money for his Marxist socialist programs,
Yes.
pushing abortion in Africa and other things. He didn't care about us.
No.
He didn't care. That gave rise to Trump because Trump actually listened to us. He actually cares. Many of us, I mean, it was bad. At least Bill Clinton BS and said, I feel your pain.
Yeah.
But at least he said it. Barack Obama didn't give a damn. He should have never been elected. He hates this country, but he wants to live off the fat of the land.
And he is.
Like the founders of Black Lives Matter.
All right. She pretty much said everything that a lot of black people are starting to think now, and there's no secret to it. I mean, you can. No, you can't even hate me for saying all this bullshit. No, bullshit with that. No, you don't kill the messenger on this one either. This is what they're talking about, and I didn't do it. Democrats did it. This is what's happening in the country right now. Okay, Democrats overplayed their damn hand. They think they're tough guys. They think they're smooth. They're slick. You know, I'm not even gonna get too far into that one, but they overplayed their hand, and here's where it is right now. This is not, the 70s and the 80s, and where they had them locked in the hand, where just keep giving them out their checks every month and everything's good. It's not about that anymore. They're not hearing that. They're not digging that because they've been lied to a lot. They've been bullshitted. They've been kicked to the curb. And they're starting to see it. Most of them, I can tell you this straight out. Most of them, and it goes for on all people. I mean, white people and everything. Can't really name policies that they run on anyway. If they say, well, what policies do you want? Do you understand, or do you want them to abide by, or whatever? They can't come up with policies. Nobody can really. It's like reading your whole insurance policy. Nobody does that. So, but I'm saying. But they don't even have to. You don't even have to know policies to see the big picture with everything, and see, especially with all these people coming in across the border there. That's what's happening. The Democrats kicking the black vote aside because they had them locked in for a while. And now all of a sudden they don't need them. Now they got this new group. They're gonna try to reel in. People are seeing it. They're tired of it. They're not having it, man. Especially some areas, man. They're just taking shit out of the schools, out of black schools and everything. They're just taking shit out of there and just giving it to these other people. for nothing. They just got here. Let me get started with this one, right? 'Cause I can go on all day with this shit, but I just wanted to bring this to you because this is the way it is, man. And people don't think it is, right? But it is the way it is. And the black people that are anti what they're saying here on this video, you really need to pay attention to what's going on. They're using you pawns. They're using you as chumps. They're using you as suckers. Yeah, they are. You can not think of it all you want. You can hate it, whatever you want to do. Bottom line is, it's reality. So, if you're still hearing this at the end here, and you know, and all still good, like, subscribe, hit the bell, so you know when I do this again, because it's starting to ramp up, man. It's starting to get closer, to election and all that, and I wasn't really going to get political on this channel. I'm still not really going to get too political. I'll throw a few things out there here and there, but this is one thing I really wanted to put out there, and I did. So this is the way it's going to be. Like, subscribe, man, hit the bell, comment. Let me know how you're thinking. You agree with this or disagree with it? It's not hard to write a couple words down there. And with all that being said, right? Motivation 23. I'm out.